Play Ball is baseball and softball's initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play the game for all. Find a league near you. Go to playball.org and follow @playball on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Strike one to Ozzie Albies. Talked about the lineup changes that Dusty Baker made before game number 5. They paid off. Ryan Snitker moving Albies out of the number 3 spot to 7. And he started that 3-run rally in the 3rd inning with a base hit into right center. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And has already come into this game more patient. And I think, you make those adjustments and talk and walk through your. But it's hard sometimes. You get in these moments and you tell yourself you're going to do one thing, and then all of a sudden you get to the box and you swing. It's because that's what he really does during the year.
Oh. Javier misses high, 2-1.
I played with guys that left the dugout saying, I'm taking the first pitch, and got in the box and swung up. They just couldn't make that connection.
2-1 here is chop foul. Starter for the Astros couldn't get through 3. Garcia on short rest. Rayleigh, now Javier, and a foul out of play left side.
This series really did turn on missed opportunities for the Astros in that game where they left 11 or 12 on base, and the Braves were able to come back and win that close game. And knowing that they had in game 4, knowing that they had game 5 still filled with relievers, and that's where Houston turned it around after being down. And this series is going to be dissected. No matter how many games it goes, it's going to be dissected from the standpoint of, I guess some of the focus will be starting pitching not going deep enough for the team that doesn't win.
A leadoff walk puts Albies on base. I'm anxious to watch that game, actually. There's a strike. Excited to see how he plays. And then Carson Wentz has to bounce back from a couple of interceptions. I believe he'd gone 5 straight games without any interceptions, and then 2 in the loss to Tennessee on Sunday, and an overtime loss at that. Nothing in 1. The count on Darno. Fly to center his first time. There is activity in the bullpen for Houston. The lefty Blake Taylor. Seldom used. Darno couldn't hold up. Strike 2.
Albies will be looking for a count or a situation to once again try to steal second base up 3-0. This is when you put pressure on the other team. This is when you get aggressive, in my opinion, when you have this kind of base stealer and this kind of speed on the bases.
Third ball read.
1-2 pitch. That gets past Maldonado, back to the screen, and Albies down to second with nobody out. Wild pitch from the right-hander Javier.
I heard first base coach dirt ball read, meaning spiked breaking ball. Look for it in the dirt. I don't think they anticipated a fastball that was going to go over the glove of Maldonado to the backstop, but either way they'll take it.
2-2 the count on d'Arnaud. Swanson next, and then the lefty Rosario. That's why Taylor's up. Here it is. RBI chance for d'Arnaud. Javier brings it and strikes him out.
Have had the same scenario thrown on them. When you face somebody for the third time in this series, relievers, the average goes way up. 174 in the first, 120 or 227 when you face that same guy the second time, and then 381. So it's not just confined to starters. This series is going to be one where you're going to see the same guy a lot, and the advantage goes to the hitter.
Runner at second, 1 out, 1-0 pitch. Swanson takes ball 2. Rosario sneaks a peek into the Houston dugout, wondering if the lefty is getting ready for him. Most likely Blake Taylor.
And that's why it may seem trivial, and they were like, well, what's the difference if a starter went one more inning? It's huge. You back everybody up. You don't have to get into that scenario from the very beginning of the series. And this series for the Astros started off very slowly in their starting rotation, and it really hasn't picked up. Even as great of a game that Greinke pitched, he only went 4 innings.
2-0 breaking ball for a strike. Well, the 2 starting pitchers combined in games 1, 4, and 5 for less than 5 total innings.
Yeah, I mean, that just, it's hard to sustain that and ask your studs in the bullpen to just keep being that perfect. It's just too much to ask.
2-1 pitch here, and same result.
I mean, the Astros have seen Minter more than they've seen any starter.
No doubt. And they'll see him tonight. Here comes a 2-2 pitch from Javier. Foul back. The postseason, if you go back to 2015, the percentage of starts that have lasted less than 5 innings were up to 60%. And 7 of the 10 starts in the World Series to this point.
And that trend, I don't think anyone would argue, it needs to get better. It needs to start going back the other way.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Christian Javier brings it. There it goes. Swanson touches one off. 5-0 Atlanta here in the 5th. Last 12 runs for the Braves via the home run ball. And they've touched 2 off tonight. The 3-run shot by Soler, who's on deck. And the 2-run shot by Swanson that chases Javier. 0-1 pitch to Rosario from the lefty Taylor. Misses up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rosario drew the walk in front of the 3-run home run by Soler against Luis Garcia back in the 3rd. One. No! Strike two.
He said, "Oh no."
Is that so? One out, nobody on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rosario back to Taylor. 2 out. More distance with his home runs this year than any other player across baseball. And that's inside. He also ties 3 other Braves hitters with his 3 home runs in the World Series. No Brave player has ever hit more than 3. Here's what he's done. Game 1 leading off in the first inning on a 2-0 pitch. Atlanta won. Game 4 the go-ahead pinch hit home run in the 7th after the Swanson homer off Javier, and now the 3-run blast here in the 3rd inning of Game 6 for the first runs of the night. 3 pitches inside, and they count 3-0. Ryan Klesko hit 3 home runs in the '95 World Series. Lonnie Smith 3 in 1991. And Hank Aaron hit 3 in '57. The Milwaukee Braves. That's ball 4. Here's Freeman. Pitch outside, ball 1. And the reports they got from the staff in Kansas City was he's right now in a good position. So yeah, the average is under 200. But you're getting more than just a matchup guy.
Yeah, timing has been everything, and the timing for the Atlanta Braves and all those moves.
Freeman hits it foul left side down the line and out of play. Freddie Freeman 0 for 2 tonight.
As great as all those moves were, and they were fantastic. Got a little lucky in some of those, but that's what you got to do. It was Freddie Freeman and what the infield did. But you look at these guys contributing in spurts, like week here carrying the team, a week here carrying the team, and they got in position, got hot together, and I'm sure they felt unbeatable.
That bottom line, the 12 home runs by those in-season acquisitions, the most in any one postseason for any team. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Freeman takes upstairs for ball 3. 3-1. Riley on deck. 3-1 pitch here. Flied into left center field. Well hit. Back at the track. It's off the wall. Soler digging around third. Here he comes. It's 6-0 Atlanta as Freddie Freeman delivers here in the 5th. Freddie Freeman has been the rock at first base for the Atlanta Braves as Maton takes over and fires a strike to Austin Riley. Freeman out at second base right now. What an impressive postseason it's been for Phil Maton. And what a career it's been for Freddie Freeman, the free agent to be for the Atlanta Braves. Here's the 0-1 from Maton. It's on the outside corner, 0-2.
He's been outstanding at executing what is his strengths and throwing the ball up and spinning a breaking ball out of that lower 3/4 angle and beating a lot of these hitters in the postseason with the ball up.
Riley waits and takes.
Oh, no.
Five pitchers tonight already for Houston. We're in the 5th. Here's a 1-2 pitch.
Outside.
Off the end of the bat into right center field. Back to grab it is Siri. Well, went a long way, but it's out number 3 in the top of the 5th. Couple of home runs and an RBI double by Freddie Freeman. 3 in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th, and leading by 6 in Game 6.